What's up, everybody? It's been a little bit since we made some good videos, but I got a really good one for you guys today. This one comes super high demand. I've been getting a lot of requests about making this one in particular. And this is it's an appetizer with BackStrap though. I don't know, I just call it the BackStrap appetizer. It really doesn't have a name to it, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make this thing. It's super easy. It's really good, especially when you guys got some folks over, you know, and they're a little bit intimidated by deer meat. I can tell you it tastes fantastic. Here's all we need. You know, I got me a little bit, you know, good piece of BackStrap. And I think you can use as much BackStrap with this as you want, you know, depending on how many people you got coming over. So got a nice chunk of BackStrap here. We trimmed all the fat off of it. We want to make sure it looks really good. No fat, that's what makes it real chewy. That's the part that turns the people off. So, you know, we want to trim it up real good, make sure we got no fat on it. You're gonna need a little bit of olive oil. What I like to use is an electric frying pan. I love electric frying pans, kind of like an Instapot, man. These things are just fantastic. If you don't have one of these, you can also use a cast iron skillet. Works just as good. Now we have 3 different choices of seasoning here. I'm gonna use one of my most favorite, the Lee Bones Meat Duster. This is a local guy here in Arizona. Makes a spice. He hooks me up all the time with this. I use a lot of this stuff when I do, you know, cooking for other folks and everything like that. I always like to promote this guy. If you can't get yourself some good Lee Bones Meat Duster, some good alternatives, your normal Montreal steak seasoning, you can pretty much buy this anywhere, Costco, Walmart, you know, Sprouts. I don't know if Sprouts sells it, but you know, Bashas', wherever, you know, whatever your local grocery store is, you know. We got Fry's out here and Bashas' and AJ's and some other stuff, but you know, you can't go wrong with some Montreal. Now, if you can get your hand on some of this here too, this Pappy's Prime Rib Rub, this stuff is fantastic on deer meat too. So you can't go wrong with either one of these. But like I said, today we're going to use my guy Lee Bones, the Meat Duster steak seasoning. So we're going to get our electric frying pan. We're going to turn this sucker on. You know, I don't turn it all the way up. I used to say about 375 or something like that. So I'm going to get that sucker going. We're going to get our olive oil here. I'm going to put some in here. Nice little spot. We're going to take that, you know, and we're going to rub this down. Kind of soak it up, soak it in good with some olive oil here. Get it rubbed down pretty good. You know, we want it covered everywhere. And you put it on pretty thick. You can put it on pretty thick. Now, let's see, I'm going to grab my Lee Bones. Wipe this olive oil off the hands. I'll just put it in this container here, but like I said, this guy right here, and we're gonna season this guy up. Like I said, I made this on some hunting camps I've gone on this year, and I have a birthday party, and I made some of this, and it was all gone. I made about 3 pounds of BackStrap. There was none left. It was like 3 bites left at the end of the night. People love this stuff, and like I said, some people try it that are intimidated by deer meat, and it's fantastic, folks. So, you know, we got that all seasoned up. We're gonna get some oil hot here, and once that oil heats up a little bit, we're gonna put that in there. We're gonna take it to an internal temp of about 130-ish, and then I know what you're gonna say. Well, then what? You know, we pull it and rest it? No, I'm gonna pull it and I'm gonna slice it immediately. And once I'm done slicing it, I'm gonna take some stick butter and I'm gonna put that butter right on top of it. Okay, and I'm gonna season it, and we're gonna let that sucker sit in that butter and some more seasoning for probably a good 15 minutes minimum. The longer you let it sit, the better it tastes. I promise you. I promise you. So I think we're getting a little hot here. Set that right in there. Sorry about the shadow, folks. But we're gonna let that sucker cook. Like I said, and when I hit about an internal temp of 100, I'm gonna take about, well, with this much, about a teaspoon of this butter, And I'm gonna put it right on there when we hit about 100 degrees, between 100 and 110. And I'm gonna drop that in there. So we really wanna pay attention to the temperature. Now everybody knows, you know, deer meat cooks super quick. It's super lean. You can overcook it. People get, turned off and perturbed by it, you know, it gets real chewy. You wanna leave it nice, a nice medium, nice medium on the inside. Medium rare is where you want it. And I'm telling you, stuff is fantastic, folks. So I'm gonna take this to 110, put a little bit of butter on it, take it to 130. I'm gonna pull it and I'm gonna slice it, and I'll show you when I get to that step. Look at that sucker go. Okay, it's been probably about a minute and a half. We're gonna go ahead, give it a nice little flip here. Looking really good. Looking really good. Nice and crispy on the outside here. So we'll go another minute and a half and we'll start checking some temps. Here we are, folks. Almost about 110. Yeah, just looking how freaking fabulous that was. Absolutely fabulous. Yeah. Amazing stuff. I'm gonna put some butter right on top of that guy. And now we're gonna finish it to 130. We're trucking right about 350. I don't know if you guys can see that or not in the electric skillet. Let that butter slide right off of there. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Give it some butter. Rub it down. Make it feel love. There we go. There we go. It's gonna help keep that meat nice and juicy. Now we're gonna finish it to 130. And we're gonna pull it and slice it. And we're gonna turn the heat off, and then we're gonna put everything right back in there with kind of just a warm pan still. All right, folks, 130. Check it out. We're gonna pull this sucker. All right, take this heat. We're gonna kill it. Take this steak. And I'm gonna set that sucker right there. Bring it over here. And look at that. Man. BackStrap, folks. That is the best piece of meat you could ever have in your life, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Y'all are missing out. So look, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna slice this sucker up. Slice it up into little thin pieces. Thin pieces. It's still hot. I pulled it. We ain't gonna let it rest or nothing like that. That's what we're gonna get ready to do in that pan. But oh man, look at that. If you can see how thin these pieces are, it's about how thin you want them. And look at the inside of that guy. Nice and thin slices, guys. Nice and thin slices. Man, you can even put this in a slicer, put this on a sandwich with some horseradish. I'll have to show you guys that video. You know, some creamy horseradish on a bun. Shit I like to make with deer meat, folks. You're missing out in life. Don't be intimidated by the deer meat. Sorry if we're shaking a little bit. I got you on there. There we go. How's that? That might be a little bit better. Thin slices. You want to make sure you got a sharp knife then. There we go. I'm bouncing you around all over the place. Now, look at that. Look at that. We're going to take this. We're going right back to our pan. Okay? Let's grab it. We want all that juice and everything right back in our pan. All that good stuff. Just like that. Okay? Now we'll try to put it back together here. I mean, you can trying to record and do this all at the same time, but kind of make it look a little bit presentable. Sorry for the shadow. Now we'll get some more butter. Take our stick butter here. Get off a couple teaspoons or tablespoons. I'm sorry. I'm gonna set these right on top. I'll show you here in a second. Just like that. Then we take our seasoning, some more of our seasoning. We're gonna go right on top. Pan's still nice and warm. Okay. I'm gonna close that up. 15 to 20 minutes. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Minimum 15 minutes. Matter of fact, we're gonna set a timer. 15. Now I like to let it sit for at least 20. You know, when you're on a hunting camp, man, these guys want to start diving in right off the bat. And I can see why you set that right down in front of them like that. You know, and they're like, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. That is so good. You got to let it sit. It's going to soak up all that moisture and all those juices and all that seasoning. And as that meat starts to rest, it's going to suck all that good stuff right up into it. And it's going to be amazing, I promise you. 15 to 20 minutes. We'll see you then. All right, you folks ready for this? Man, I cannot wait for this one. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Holy smokes. Look at that. Now, like the perfect slice right there. The perfect slice down the hatch. You guys, absolutely unbelievable. You're missing out on life. One of nature's best kept secrets, folks. You want to try a piece?
Sure. Should I just grab one?
Just grab one.
Okay. A little bit hot.
Rub it in them juices.
That was real good.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Do your BackStrap, folks. Can't beat it, I'm telling you. God's creation. Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Now you know my secret.
Is that deer?
It's deer meat. Feel free to share this recipe with your friends. The whole thing is to let it rest. And it just soaks up them flavors, folks. Well, there you have it. Some BackStrap appetizer. Hope you all enjoy.